What's up, Dub Nation? Welcome into Warriors Today by Chat Sports. I am Harrison Graham. Coming up on today's show, we got some trade ideas from you, the audience. What kind of trades do you want to see? Well, we picked from some of the best ones, and there are some juicy ones. So we'll dive into those in just a second with the trade deadline around the corner. Speaking of which, if the Warriors make a trade, we will have it covered. So subscribe to the channel for weekly videos. Plus, we're almost at 47,000 subs. Come on, let's get there. We're less than 400 away. Hit that sub button. It's youtube.com/WarriorsTV. Go ahead and subscribe right now. From Kyle Gong, I would push for a sign and trade so Draymond can get his bag, which he's earned. Ideally, could do something like the KD trade where we get an asset. That, of course, was D'Angelo Russell back a few years ago. Draymond Green's current contract is as follows. He's making $26 million this year. Player option for $27.5 million next year. He'll probably opt out. He is eligible for a 4-year, $138 million max contract if he does enter free agency. Next 5 years would be $164.2 million on a potential 5-year combination there. So, listen, they're going to have to make a decision on Draymond. Do they want to stay in this heavy luxury tax forever? You know, there's Bob Myers rumors going on. Is he going to be here for the long haul? We'll see. Is Klay Thompson a long-term piece? It seems unlikely that they would keep Klay and Draymond for the foreseeable future. So I could see some sort of a sign and trade where Draymond moves on, and then maybe the Warriors get some kind of 3-and-D bench piece or something like that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens this offseason, but I don't think it'll happen before the trade deadline. Would you trade Draymond Green? Type Y for yes or type in for no. Get your votes in down below. We'll go ahead and make this the pinned comment on today's show, so let us know if you would trade Dre. From Herb, I believe the Warriors should concentrate on integrating Jonathan Kuminga after he comes off in the injured list and possibly add an experienced backup center like DeMarcus Cousins or Dwight Howard. Now, Jonathan Kuminga hasn't really had a huge growth increase in terms of playing time, and his points have actually even gone down a little bit, as have the percentages, just a hair. I still like Kuminga. I still think he has upside, but we just got to be patient with him as the Warriors try to balance getting these young guys opportunities while still trying to obviously contend in the Western Conference. DeMarcus Cousins, however, has not played yet this year, but when he played last year, I actually thought he was pretty solid for Denver, played pretty well in that series against Golden State in the playoffs even. Thought he showed some things. I still think he can score the basketball, but he gives you nothing defensively at this point. I think we all know that. Now, Dwight Howard, who used to go by the nickname Superman, is a super god in Taiwan, playing overseas over there. The guy had like 55 in one game, but he's averaging 24 and 13, only 6 games. They only play like 1 game a week out there. I mean, Dwight's living the life. I mean, he's probably making $1 million, and he's just hanging out in Taiwan playing 1 game a week. But I think he'd be interested in coming back to the States and playing for a contender for the second half of the year and for a playoff run. So we'll see if either Boogie or Howard becomes a potential target for Golden State. If you could pick one, who would you pick? Type DC for DeMarcus Cousins, DH for Dwight Howard. Howard give you more defensively. Cousins give you probably a little bit more offensively. Let us know in the comment section down below who you would rather select. All right, today's show is sponsored by Fume, a proud sponsor of us here at Warriors Today by Chat Sports. We all have bad habits, and we certainly know how hard they can be to kick those bad habits. Our sponsor, Fume, is on a mission to accelerate humanity's breakup from the bad habits that consume far too many of us. Fume is a natural diffusive device that uses plants and behavioral science to help you trade out your negative habit for a positive one. I didn't expect much from Fume when I got it, but the minty sensation is really powerful and really hits in the back of the throat. This is a really nice device that you can use from Fume, and it's got nice flavors. You got the white cranberry, the maple pepper, the crisp mint as well, which is my personal favorite. So continue to kick those bad habits with Fume. Now, I do want to clarify, Fume is not a vape. It is a non-electronic device designed to transform your negative habits. The easiest way to stop a bad habit is to switch to a positive one, and Fume is is designed perfectly to do just that. So head to tryfume.com/chatsports. That is tryfume.com/chatsports. And use code chatsports to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. That's tryfum.com/chatsports. Use code chatsports to save an additional 10% off. That link is in the description and in the comments of this video. It's Fume. Create that new positive habit today. Next trade idea, Pop Chaser. I would trade Moody, I think is what you're going for there, and Wiseman for Myles Turner only. Most other bigs cannot defend or cannot block shots or cannot shoot. Only Turner can do it all. Maybe add 1 to 2 first-round picks. Poeltl is not good enough. Caruso can be good, but he's hurt. So Myles Turner, let me be clear, Moody and Wiseman alone, not getting it done. Indiana's going to want at least a first-round pick in a deal for Turner. He's an excellent shot blocker. There's no doubt about that. He's pretty much averaged over 2 blocks per game in his career and has done that over the past 5 seasons. Numbers are down a little bit this year in the blocks, but his scoring and rebounding are up. I like Myles Turner a lot. He can space the floor, shoot the 3, which I think in a Golden State offense is a must. And with how quick they play at times, he's very mobile and agile, can run the floor. So I like getting Turner to Golden State. I don't know what a trade looks like. I think, Wiseman, Moody, maybe you'd have to throw in another piece as well to get it done, but certainly some draft capital also. From Golden Fist, trade Jermichael Green along with the second to the Hornets for Nick Richards. We need a guy like Richards, not Pritchard. Listen, Nick Richards, a guy who's in his 3rd year. I think he could be a backup center type. Now, he does not shoot at all. He only scores around the basket, but energy big off the bench. He could be the backup to Kevon Looney. Okay, but what do you take away from his numbers in Charlotte? Charlotte stinks. So, sure, if you want to buy low on a backup center and Nick Richards, go for it. How about Serge Ibaka? Aran Matias says 6'11" forward, better than Kuminga and Wiseman. Maybe on the short term he is, but Serge Ibaka is he's 33, but he's an old 33. He's been around for a long time. Bucks reportedly trying to work out a trade with Ibaka to give him a new home. What's that? Bobby Portis did just get hurt, so we'll see how that impacts things for Milwaukee. But Ibaka, veteran experience, has played for a lot of contenders over his career. I don't think he's got a ton left in the tank, but he can shoot a little bit. He's got that corner 3. He's not going to block shots the way he used to, but, again, experience, has championship pedigree. Could come in and maybe play a few minutes off the bench. Maybe be an Andre Iguodala type where he doesn't play a ton, but he does know how to play still. Now, who is your dream trade target for the Golden State Warriors? Let us know in the comment section below. Who do you want Golden State to add? Terry in the chat. What's up, Terry? Says that would be good trade. Wiseman and Moody for Reddish, Grimes, Jericho Sims in a second. Jericho Sims would be great with the Warriors. They need a low-end role player that can back up Looney. I like Sims a lot as a backup, bouncy center. He can score around the basket, block shots, and rebound. You'd get Reddish in there as well, but I don't think Quentin Grimes is someone the Knicks would give up in a trade like this because Wiseman and Moody haven't shown nearly enough. Quentin Grimes, for those who are wondering, is by far the best player in this trade right now. Just because Wiseman was the number 2 pick doesn't mean he's the best asset in this deal. That is Quentin Grimes, a really good, young, and blossoming 3-and-D type of player. So I don't think he'd be in that trade. Honestly, Sims and Reddish in a second for Wiseman and Moody is honestly more, I would say, in the ballpark of what you could get in that deal. Luke Savior, Warriors should trade for Hassan Whiteside, Myles Turner, or Pascal Siakam because the Warriors need defense and rebounding. I think Whiteside's still a free agent. Is he not? I think he's still available, so you wouldn't have to trade for him. I'd have to double-check that, but I think he's a free agent. But obviously, Turner and Siakam are high-level potential trade candidates before the NBA trade deadline. Siakam having an awesome year, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Not a great three-point shooter, but he can really score the basketball. He's good on defense as well. And obviously, we've already talked about Turner and what he could potentially bring. Subscribe to Warriors Today. We appreciate all the trade ideas. The trade buzz will continue, but between now and February 9th when the trade deadline takes place. If you have any more trade ideas, throw them down in the comment section below. I am Harrison Graham. We'll see you next time here on Warriors Today.